Behind me is Porto, or Porto as it's sometimes known. It's the second largest city in Portugal, behind Lisbon. It was founded by the Romans in the 4th century, and it was the place where Vasco da Gama set off when he went to discover India. You can see below me is the River Douro, or the River of Gold, and it separates Porto from Gaia. Now Gaia, maybe not so well known, but it's where you'll find all the port wine caves, so places like Cockburn's, Sandman's and Graham's. And you might wonder, why are they at Gaia rather than in Porto? Well, it's because Gaia faces north and they don't want the sun on the port wine caves.
Walking around Porto is a joy. It's a compact and easily walkable city centre. And while there are tourist congested areas, there are plenty of nooks and crannies, corners and squares and open grassland where you can feel relaxed and away from the intensity that mass tourism brings. One of the places you're going to want to visit is the cathedral. They started to build it in the 12th century, and it's still an important place of worship today, as well as a popular tourist destination. It's one of the most religious and cultural buildings in Porto itself, in fact in Portugal. You'll see a mixture here of Romanesque, Gothic and Baroque styles, probably given the time it took to build it and different influences that came to place. But it's quite a nice place, and I suggest you don't miss it. Now, I like photography and cameras, and I especially like Leica cameras. I never go anywhere without my trusty Q3.
Now, not every country and every major city has got a Leica store and gallery. There are only a few in the world, comparatively speaking. But Porto's got one, so it couldn't be missed.
It's like a form of pilgrimage for me. Next up is Porto's main station. It's known for its architectural beauty and its historical significance. It's a, dare I say, UNESCO heritage site, but most things seem to be these days. But nevertheless, that shouldn't detract from its beauty, and it's really a significant location and a must-see. It was built on the site of a Benedictine monastery, starting in the 1900s and finishing in 1916. Probably what it's most famous for is its elaborate tile work. There are some 20,000 traditional Portuguese tiles. These blue and white ceramic tiles that you see all over the station inside, and it's a wonderful sight. The scenes depicted are from significant events in Portuguese history. Everything from everyday rural life, to transport scenes, to notable battles, which have been important to the cultural history of the city and Portugal itself. We love trains, as we do boats and planes.
Did I mention we like trains? We also like trams.
There are 3 lines of Porto City Tram, and they, I suppose, really represent a tour. There's the Marginal Line, the Restoration Line, and the Downtown Line. Sometimes they're not all open, so it's worth checking, but they do travel through the historic centre and the areas where you probably want to get an overview, so it's a good idea to have a run round on the tram and work out your bearings. It's quite a unique experience travelling wise. Street photography is a passion of ours, and these are a few shots that we took on the streets of Porto. But there's a full gallery on our website if you're interested further. It's free to view, and it's not a shop, there's no pressure to buy, it's just there as an account of what we've seen. I like to document our travels this way. So check it out if you're interested further. If you like churches and the cathedral isn't enough for you, then we actually thought the church of San Francisco, it's a former Franciscan monks church, chapel, catacombs and holy orders. Earliest sort of dates on this is 1233 onwards. It's not sure when it actually was built, but certainly permission to be built was around that time. We thought it was better than the cathedral. We thought it was absolutely fascinating to look round, full of artifacts and regalia and religious order material. And if you're interested in the history and development of churches and architecture, then this is definitely for you. Just check out some pictures. We enjoyed it.
Stay. Would your arms around me? If we stay here like this, it's the only place where I wanna be. And this is as long as we go.
Well, time and tide waits for no man. And just like that, our trip to Porto was over. We didn't see everything, but it's always good to have something to come back to, and we'll certainly return here. We hope you've enjoyed our 2 videos from Porto. The links referred to in both videos can be accessed below. See you in the next one. Martin out.